hidden away amongst some trees and solid farm is Brickhouse Guesthouse,
where I found a piano and a guitar.
Back at Wat Mahathat for another look around, with a ticket this time to go inside.
Wat Mahathat, or Temple of the Great Relic, is believed to have been built way back in around 1374 by order of King Wat Chaiwatanarum I. It was built to house some of the most sacred relics of the Buddha. It was expanded in around 1384 by King Wat Ratchaburana and served as the royal monastery, as the king stayed here for a time as a monk. When Ayutthaya was invaded by the Burmese in 1767, the temple was looted and burned. As part of the destruction, these Buddhas were largely destroyed and decapitated. It seems that this Buddha's head fell near the roots of a young tree, which eventually grew around it and elevated it to its present position. It is actually considered to be disrespectful to have your head higher than that of the Buddha, which is maybe why people are sitting for their photographs. So for centuries, Wat Mahathat was one of the most important temples in the city and the kingdom of Ayutthaya. Today it retains its importance as a centre of worship and study. It's the headquarters of Thailand's largest monastic order, the Mahanakai School of Buddhism, and also serves as the home of one of Bangkok's Buddhist universities. The lean on this wall. How's that stayed up for so long? Maybe we can get a better idea of how the temple used to look from this fragment. And from this model.
Wat Mahathat reconstructed.
And just across the road, a short walk away, is Wat Ratchaburana. Excuse the pronunciation, I'll write that down. Wat Ratchaburana was founded in 1424 by King Wat Ratchaburana II. His two elder brothers had both died. Well, they'd killed each other in the struggle for the royal succession. The temple's built on their cremation site.
Right, people are climbing these steps. Let's give it a go. Having climbed up, I'm now looking down into the crypt where the treasure was discovered. That's the crypt of Wat Ratchaburana, considered to be the largest in Thailand. Various types of gold objects, which were the king's personal possessions.
Much of the treasure was looted in 1956. However, some of it can still be seen at the nearby Chye Samprai Museum.
There's a sign, be careful, do not drop your belongings into the chamber, or do not drop your belonging in the chamber. Signs of bats, the smell, Let's have a look at the view. Oh, I think that was worth the climb. Wat Mahathat in the distance, where we've just walked from. Right, let's go back down. And that's where we've just been.
Again, signs of destruction from the Burmese invasion.
That's well preserved. I think the officer's telling him it's time to come down.
And it's time for me to head back to the guest house, which is only a few minutes walk away.
Practicing for Chinese New Year. I got this shirt down in AYUTTHAYA, a little market, for 120 baht. The only size they had it in was small, and I think it might be a small woman's, so it's quite tight. I hope I can breathe, but here goes. So let's have a look around my room at the Brickhouse. You can see why it's called the Brickhouse. The bed's comfy, maybe a little bit hard, but that's often how the Thais like it. Good aircon, fan also. There's no bedside table or chair. There is this shelf area here, but that's actually between the bathroom area and the bedroom area. There's a curtain can be drawn across. Everything is clean, really nice and clean. The facilities all work as they should. Oh, Wi-Fi is good, shower's good, plenty of hot water. I've enjoyed it here, I've felt comfortable. The staff, the owner's quite a character. Bedside light, there's a socket there within, well, just about within reach of the bed. So this room cost me, I think it was 600 online, then I got an extra night for 500 cash, but I've seen it as cheap as 400.
You certainly get what you pay for, and probably a little bit more. It's a great location near the attractions, on Soi Farang with its bars and restaurants, but quiet enough at night, so I would recommend it as basic but clean and comfortable budget accommodation. The owner asked if I could play something by Tom Waits, of the gravelly voice and piano playing fame. So how about this, as I waltz my Matilda around Thailand?
Oh, sing Matilda, oh, sing Matilda, you'll come a-waltzing, Matilda, with me, with me.
No breakfast at the Brickhouse, though there are options nearby. This place is just over the road.
Sikram. Creamy omelette with prawn on rice. Oh, it's shrimp, really. One of the nice things about this omelette is there's no shell on the prawn. There's the bill, 155 baht, and I've also got a cookie and an edible flower. I'm on my way to the museum, but it's like the city is just one big historical park. I mean, look at this.
There are plenty of temples in the city such as this one, which are free to wander around.
The bell tower. The small ones, perhaps in the best condition.
I couldn't find much about the history of Wat Chaiwatanarum, but it is by the site of the old elephant stables, so there is speculation that this temple had something to do with the elephant keepers or mahouts.
The remains of one Buddha in one of the arches. They're assuming there were 4. But we do have the big guy over there. Here we've got another mix of the old and the new. The reclining Buddha is possibly quite new. Is that old, or is it kind of a reconstruction? Of course, these are definitely old. Wat Kun San. Again, I've walked about a mile today and I've seen so much. I didn't think I'd see this much on the way to the museum.
This structure was being restored and enlarged under King Mongkut, Rama IV, the present king's great-grandfather. But when the king died in 1868, the restoration was stopped. So the enlargement can be seen to finish sort of 4/5 up the height of the building.
I'm going that way. Past the market, still on the way to the museum. Will I ever get there? Hello. How much, please? 15. 15. Well, I got here, but closed Monday and Tuesday.
So what should I do now? Well, I'm right by the river.
So we're going down on the boat. Oh yeah. Okay. So we're on the boat instead.
No crocodile.
Oh,
Name Waran. Name Waran. No crocodile. Name Wat Chaiwatanarum, beautiful. You want stop?
it is beautiful, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, you want stop.
Oh, I'm really glad we stopped now.
This beautiful temple was built by order of the King Prasat Thong in honour of his mother in 1630.
Wat Chaiwatanarum Conservation Project. There's a lot of work going on. Well, I think this is the most beautiful temple I've seen.
And back to where the boat's waiting for me. This boat trip cost me 500 baht. That's about just short of £12 sterling, about 15.5 US. And I had to pay 100 baht every time the boat stopped as an attraction, and 50 baht admission to the temple.
Sorry?
Wat Chaiwatanarum.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I chose not to stop here. Wat Chaiwatanarum would have been a hard act to follow, but who knows, maybe next time.
So what was the name again? What was the name again?
Wat Chaiwatanarum.
Okay.
New
Yeah. We got some new and some old. Yeah.
And so my short voyage takes me around what was the old island of Ayutthaya. There's so much to see and do here, and I hope to come back soon to make another video. If you've enjoyed this one and you'd like to be notified of future uploads, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you soon in another video.